Welcome back here to the Vidala Bean Center. I'm Liz Holbrook, a senior at the University of Indianapolis. I'll be your play-by-play for tonight, and joining me are my color commentators.
I'm Skylar Sigmund from the University of Indianapolis, a senior communication major. And Harry?
I'm Harrison Silcox, also student at the University of Indianapolis, part of this wonderful GLVC Extra Credit broadcast.
We'll now hand it off to Michaela, who has Katie Vaughn with her.
Thanks, guys. Coach Vaughn, you're up 43-19 at the half. That's got to feel great. It's a strong lead.
It's a strong lead. I actually hadn't even looked at the score, to be honest. Like, we just play it possession by possession, and especially the first half, you just kind of grind it out and see where you're at. So, yeah, it's a strong lead, but, you know, anything can happen in 20 minutes of basketball.
You mentioned before the halftime that you wanted your players to play to their strengths. Did that work out for you?
They did. You know, like, they're doing some different things defensively, and we're doing a good job of being creative within our offense, but we also need to know where to pass it and where to keep it, move the ball a little bit better, get it to the wings and look inside a little bit more. I don't think Jordan Fletcher had near the touches, so that's kind of what we were talking about with strengths.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Back to you.
So, tournament time's always really exciting as March is pretty crazy in basketball, but what's your favorite part about this time of the year for the GLVC?
Well, you know, we're one of the premier NCAA Division II basketball leagues in the country, and so to be able to showcase our student athletes in an environment like this with 14 days of basketball over 14 games over 4 days, it's a pretty neat way to end the basketball season for the GLVC. And of course, we're going to have multiple teams advance to the NCAA Division II National Tournament, which is really exciting as well.
Thank you for joining us today. I'm Harrison Silcox, a part of the GLVC Extra Credit broadcast, a student-run broadcast here in the Great Lakes Valley Conference that brings students from around the entire conference from all schools in to produce games, and this is our second game. And alongside me is a fellow student of mine, member of the University of Indianapolis, Skylar Sigmund, as my color analyst for today as we get ready for this exciting matchup that, well, we hope to be exciting between the Truman State Bulldogs and the Lewis Flyers. And Skylar, I'll just start off with a simple question. What do you expect out of both these teams today?
I expect a lot of fireworks, a lot of running back and forth, both ends. These teams are, especially Truman, they like to run out, get out and run, and because they're kind of an undersized team. Both these teams kind of playing with an undersized sort of lineups. And I expect Truman to get out there and try to shoot threes like they've done the last time against Lewis. They shot over 70% from three in the second half of that game. That's really what led them to get to their victory last time.
Coach, your team has been playing really well, been making their shots, been moving the ball around. What would you contribute their success to early on right now?
I think it's moving the ball. We're really sharing the ball offensively. They've got up and tried to pressure, and we've done a pretty good job of driving it in there under control and getting some inside out looks.
Definitely. And what would you tell your team? What are you going to tell your team during this halftime?
It's a 40-minute game, not a 20-minute. You don't get any awards for winning a half, so we got to come out and compete hard. Lewis is a great team, and they'll come out and battle us for 20 more minutes, so we got to be ready.
For sure. Thank you very much, Coach. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Miranda. Halftime coverage is coming up next. It's 42-27. Bulldogs on top of the Flyers here in the Vidala Bean Center on the GLVC Sports Network. Quick ball movement there from the Bulldogs. Gets them started off on the right foot. Pischke underneath the basket. He shovels it to Oliver. Couldn't finish right underneath the rim. He left it short. And Velke wrestles the rebound away. And there's Thomas. Pass down low to Fisher. Nice cutting pass to Velke. And two quick baskets for the Bulldogs.
That's been the big difference here so far for Truman is the ball movement. When the ball's moving around, somebody's going to eventually get open and somebody's going to get an easier basket, just like Velke there, cutting to the hoop, moving excellent without the ball.
14 points for Velke. Pischke drives inside, right through Messer, and gets it to fall.
Third member of our team is Mallory Moreno. She's courtside. Let's send it over to Mallory.
UIndy junior point guard and GLVC standout Jimmy King has been absent on the court all season long for the Greyhounds. He underwent surgery to repair two labrums back in the summer and was supposed to be back in the lineup in December, but did not recover the way his doctors and his coaches hoped he would. From once commanding his offense to now sitting on the bleachers, cheering his team on at every game. King has been there supporting his team. So I talked to him earlier when his team was warming up, preparing for the chance to compete for their first time ever in the tournament finals. And I asked if he had a message for his team. He told me, just go out there and play. Forget everything, forget the rest, forget the rivalry or anything outside factors. Just go out there, defend the ball well, shoot the open shots we get, play how we know how to play, and we'll be fine. Back to you guys.
Mallory Moreno is the third member of our team. She's on the floor. Let's send it over to Mallory.
The scene was set for the Southern Indiana Screaming Eagles as they came into the tournament. They were GLVC East Division championships. Rick Stein was GLVC Coach of the Year, and they were the number 2 seed. Same exact scenario as last year, except for last year, they didn't even get past the first round as they were upset by the UND Greyhounds. Now, senior Katie Groom said, we have a lot of unfinished business, and we're coming into this tournament with a chip on our shoulders. Since then, it has been the team's goal to ensure that history does not repeat itself. They even took it a step further by getting t-shirts with unfinished business written across the front. This is a team that's very communicative of their goals. Everybody's on the same page, the same agenda, and that goal is to win a GLVC championship tournament. Back to you guys.